The following is a presentation of 912 Sports.
.912 Sports welcomes you to the All Sports Player of the Year Award Show. Tonight, we celebrate athletic excellence in 13 diverse sports, from baseball to flag football, golf to soccer, track and field to wrestling, large schools and small, including both boy and girl athletes. Hosted by Shawn, Smoak and Kevin Price, this special 912 Sports presentation is brought to you by Coastal Pines Technical College, Go Coastal, Prime South Bank, find your prime, Robbie Robertson Ford, because Fords are cheaper in the swamp, Gibson Animal Clinic, practical solutions with reasonable fees, Summit Sports Medicine and Orthopedic Surgery, the region's best orthopedic care, and Kim Smoak, licensed realtor with eXp Realty. Now, here's the publisher of 912 Sports Magazine, Shawn Smoak.
Hello, sports fans, and thanks for watching the 2025 All Sports Player of the Year Award Show presented by 912 Sports. On tonight's show, we'll recognize 37 deserving student athletes from around the 912 coverage area, whom we feel are the Player of the Year in their respective sport. Talking with coaches and the 912 Sports staff and poring over data and statistics, we feel we have a great group of winners for tonight's awards. The awards are made possible by our valued sponsors who are dedicated to the enrichment of the lives of the youth around the 912. We'd like to thank Coastal Pines Technical College, Gibson Animal Clinic, Robbie Robertson Ford, Summit Sports Medicine and Orthopedic Surgery, Prime South Bank, and Kim Smoak, licensed realtor with eXp Realty. So gather the family, call your friends, wake up the neighbors, and sit back and enjoy the show. Kevin Price will be up next with our first awards of the night. You're watching the 2025 All Sports Player of the Year Award Show presented by 912 Sports.
Good evening. My name is Cliff Knowlton, and I'm the market president at Prime South Bank. We'd like to take this opportunity to congratulate all the award winners at tonight's banquet. Next, we would like to thank Shawn and his team at 912 Sports for all that they do for the local athletes in our community. At Prime South Bank, we value community, and we love this opportunity to be able to give back to our athletes and all that they've accomplished. We hope you will continue to find your prime.
It makes sense Prime South Bank would have a great mobile app. Nobody is as mobile as our customers. For a century, they've chased dreams, followed their hearts, took the road less taken, made a new path, taken leaps of faith. At Prime South, offering the latest digital banking, secure pay apps, and new online lending is part of a mobile tradition that goes way back. Life is mobile. So is Prime South. Find your prime. Member FDIC.
High schoolers, did you know that you can get a head start on your college career and save money at the same time through dual enrollment at Coastal Pines Technical College? Dual enrollment is open to high school juniors and seniors, tuition free. Talk to your high school counselor or visit coastalpines.edu for more information. Coastal Pines Technical College, an equal opportunity institution. Go Coastal.
Hello everybody, I'm Kevin Price. It's my pleasure now to kick off our award show by naming our first award winners of the night. We'll start with baseball. Our large school player of the year has been a 4-year starter for his team. A senior pitcher and shortstop this season, he figures to be an all-region selection a third straight year as he led his team to another state playoff berth in Class 5A this season. Going into the postseason, he was batting .344 with 8 doubles, 3 triples, and 4 homers, while driving in 21 runs and scoring 26. He had a .624 slugging percentage and a .438 on-base percentage. On the mound, he was 5-0 with a 2.41 ERA and 56 strikeouts. As a shortstop, he's as smooth as it gets as a middle infielder. This Southeast Georgia standout will continue his baseball career at Central Florida. The large school baseball player of the year is Jordan Lodice from Brunswick High School. Now, our small school player of the year has had a stellar year at the plate, on the mound, and in the field. As a pitcher, he posted a 7-1 record for a playoff team in Class AAA while recording 72 strikeouts and a .276 ERA. At the plate, he batted .471 with 6 homers and 11 doubles in the regular season. He is a reliable catcher when he's not pitching. He will play both football and baseball at Berry College. The small school baseball player of the year is Kenny Pickens from Long County. Now, moving on to boys basketball. The large school player of the year has been a prolific scorer throughout his prep career and plays steady defense too. The 6'2" senior guard led his team to a 19-win season and the Class 4A state tourney while averaging 18 points a game. He scored 477 points this season and 2,237 for his career. He was voted All-Region and All-State once again this season. He will continue his career at Morehead State University. Now a 3-time Player of the Year, the large school boys basketball player of the year is Jarvis Wright from Ware County. The small school top player played a big-time role in helping his team to the Class A Division II state title game. He averaged a double-double for the season, going for 12.1 points and 10 rebounds a game, while also recording 2 blocks a game. Voted All-Region and All-State, he was called the glue man for his team by his head coach. He also was chosen as our Coastal Pines Technical College Boys Student Athlete of the Month back in January. The boys basketball small school player of the year is M.J. Quarterman from McIntosh County Academy. Now for girls basketball. Our large school player of the year led her team to the Class 5A Final Four this season and the Region 1 5A Championship as a senior. She was voted the South Sub-Region Player of the Year after winning Region Player of the Year a year ago. A small forward, she was voted All-State by multiple outlets. For the season, she averaged 14.7 points and 7.4 rebounds a game. She will continue her playing career at West Georgia. The large school girls basketball player of the year is Paris Parham from Bradwell Institute. The small school player of the year was chosen as the Region 2A player of the year and also was an all-state selection this season. She scored 18.9 points per game while leading her team to 19 wins overall and an 8-1 region record before her team reached the Sweet 16 of the Class 2A state tournament. The small school girls player of the year is Kanaya White from Appling County. Now we'll move on to cross country. We'll start with boys. The runner of the year for big schools was just a sophomore this season. At the Class 5A state meet in Carrollton, he ran the 5K race in 16 minutes, 16.76 seconds to post a second place finish in the state's second largest classification. The large school boys cross country runner of the year is Jackson Hunter from Glen Academy. Our top runner for small schools also was a sophomore. In the Class A Division I state meet, he finished in the top 20, running the 5K in 19 minutes, 21.22 seconds. The boys cross country runner of the year for small schools is Hayes Evans of Brantley County. Now girls cross country. The top runner in large schools recorded a top 20 finish this fall in the Class 6A state meet in Carrollton. Another sophomore, she finished 18th overall in the state's biggest class, finishing the 5K race in 20 minutes, 23.61 seconds. The large school girls cross country runner of the year is Julia Anastasio from Richmond Hill. The premier runner in the small school ranks placed 8th overall in the Class A Division I meet in the fall. A junior this season, she ran the 5K state meet in 21 minutes, 25.94 seconds. The small school girls cross country runner of the year is Ella Kate Marchant from Jeff Davis. Let's take a quick break. You're watching the 2025 All Sports Player of the Year Awards presented by 912 Sports.
Hello, I'm Robbie Robertson, owner of Robbie Robertson Ford of Waycross. I'd like to take this opportunity to congratulate this year's winners of the 912 Sports All Sports Awards. You've been chosen as the best among your peers for the hard work and dedication you have done to your sport. Take the same enthusiasm and work ethic into your future endeavors and life will serve you well. Congratulations from Robbie Robertson Ford on being a winner. Best of luck to you as you move forward in life, and remember, Fords are cheaper in the swamp here at Robbie Robertson Ford of Waycross.
Play it loud and rev it up. Robbie Robertson's got trucks built for tough.
Make your way to Robbie Robertson Ford in Waycross, where the deals are bigger than ever. Looking for a stylish midsize car, a spacious SUV, or a truck that performs at work and play? Robbie Robertson wants your vehicle and is paying top dollar. Now is the time to buy. Fords are cheaper in the swamp.
At Summit Sports Medicine and Orthopedic Surgery, you don't have to be an athlete to get the region's best orthopedic care. Our board-certified orthopedic surgeons and physicians treat injuries and conditions that affect just about any joint or bone in your body. Plus, we're backed by the support of Southeast Georgia Health System. From fracture repair to joint replacement, Summit Sports Medicine and Orthopedic Surgery will get you moving again. Call 1-855-ASK-SGHS. That's 1-855-275-7447 or visit sghs.org/summit.
Welcome back. Once again, I'm Kevin Price. Moving on now to golf, we'll start with boys golf. Our large school player of the year has had a prolific prep career. He is a two-time individual state champion, winning state titles as both a sophomore and a junior. Last year, he set the state scoring record with a 14 under par score over 36 holes in the Class 5A state tournament as he won the state crown by 10 shots with scores of 66 and 64. He is favored to win a third state title in a row next month and will be featured in our May issue of 912 Sports Magazine. As a senior this season, he has already won several tournaments with his team and has a stroke average under par for the spring. Now a three-time winner of our Player of the Year honor, he will continue his playing career at Georgia Southern. The large school boys golfer of the year is Trace Carter of Ware County. The top player in our Southeast Georgia small school ranks also is one of the premier players in the country. He is currently ranked second in the Rolex rankings for the American Junior Golf Association, and just last week finished second to a teammate by a stroke for the individual championship at his region tournament. Both players shot under par to lead their team to the team title. This player has competed for U.S. teams in several prestigious events worldwide, including the Junior Ryder Cup and the President's Cup. With several school records and a state title already to his name, he will finish out his prep career in the GIAA state tourney this coming Monday. A three-time Player of the Year, he is committed to play collegiate golf at Clemson. Once again, the small school boys Player of the Year is Jackson Bird from Frederica Academy. Now, girls golf. Our large school Player of the Year has continued to shine as a junior. The last 2 years, she was an all-state pick after finishing second in the Class 7A state meet. She has also played well in junior and amateur tournaments outside of high school competition. She is already committed to James Madison University and is now a two-time recipient of the 912 Sports Player of the Year Award. The large school Player of the Year for girls golf is Georgia Blunt from Camden County. The small school Player of the Year continues to stand out for her team as well. A senior, she is also another three-peat winner of Player of the Year honors. having already won this award twice previously. She already owns 2 state individual championships and will have a chance to claim another crown next month when it becomes state tournament time here in Georgia. Again, the small school player of the year in girls golf is Mackenzie Connell from Pierce County. Now for riflery. The top competitor in this sport actually competes for a school that would classify as a large school here in our Southeast Georgia coverage area. She is a 2-time Player of the Year recipient and also a 2-time individual state champion. Our Athlete of the Year in riflery is Caitlin Sullivan from Statesboro High School. Now soccer, starting with boys soccer. Our large school Player of the Year has put together a solid year for his team in the state's largest classification, leading his team to the Region 1-6A title with a perfect 10-0 record and a 15-3 season overall record. This senior standout had scored 19 goals while notching 18 assists through the end of the regular season last week. A team captain and midfielder, he hopes to lead his Wildcats team to a deep run in the state playoffs. The large school boys Player of the Year for soccer is Nick Kroll of Richmond Hill. The small school top player is a standout for the Region 1 champions in Class A Division 1. Now a 2-time winner, this senior has scored 22 goals to go with 21 assists, giving him 72 career goals and 53 career assists. The boys' small school soccer Player of the Year is Gael Balora of Jeff Davis. Now girls soccer. The top player has been a standout this spring for the runner-up team in Region 1-5A. A junior standout, she scored 16 goals and recorded 10 assists during the regular season. She scored the only goal in a 1-0 victory for her team in a region semifinal game and recorded a hat trick in the recent region quarterfinal victory. The large school girls Player of the Year is Charlie Young of Glen Academy. The small school top player helped her team to a second place finish in Region 1 of Class A Division 1. A sophomore, she has recorded 19 goals and 3 assists thus far. She also was a preseason All-State selection by the GACA. The girls' small school soccer Player of the Year is Alex Arano of Jeff Davis. Shawn Smoak will be up next. We'll be right back after these messages from our sponsors. You're watching the 2025 All Sports Player of the Year Awards presented by 912 Sports.
Good evening. My name is Lonnie Roberts. I'm president of Coastal Pines Technical College. On behalf of the college, I want to take this opportunity to extend our congratulations to all of the 912 Sports Award recipients at this year's All Sports Award Show. You know, someone once said, better is not an accident, stronger is not a gift, faster is not a coincidence, and tougher is not an act. It's all a choice. Thank you for choosing to be better, stronger, faster, and tougher, and setting an example for your students, fellow students, and for all of us.
Did you know that you can get a head start on your college career and save money at the same time through dual enrollment at Coastal Pines Technical College? Dual enrollment is open to high school juniors and seniors, tuition free. Talk to your high school counselor or visit coastalpines.edu for more information. Coastal Pines Technical College, an equal opportunity institution. Go Coastal!
Welcome back, sports fans. I'm Shawn Smoak, and I have the privilege of doing the second half of the awards show tonight, and we're going to start it off with softball. Our large school softball player led off for her team and played center field. She had 106 plate appearances with 53 hits, 26 stolen bases, and scored 45 runs. In her 106 at-bats, she only struck out 4 times. She helped lead her team to Columbus, where they finished 6th in 4A. She was named the 4A First Team GACA All-Star Team and was also named the Region 1 4A Player of the Year. Your 2025 All-Sports Player of the Year for large school softball is Marley Wallen of the Wayne County Yellow Jackets. Now to our small school. She's our only 4-time winner here in 2025. She burst onto the scene 4 years ago, leading her team to the 2021 AAA State Championship. Again in 23, her and her teammates would capture the 2023 AA State title. Now that her high school career has come to an end, you can catch her playing in Athens as one of the newest members of the University of Georgia Lady Dogs softball team in 2025. Your 2025 All-Sports Player of the Year for small school softball is Presley Harrison of the Appling County Pirates. Now on to swimming. He's a 2-time award winner of this award. In 2025, he finished in the top 10 in the state championship meet in 3 events. He finished 9th in the 200 free, 10th in the 500 free, and 3 of his teammates finished 6th in the 400 free relay. Your 2025 All-Sports Player of the Year for male swimmer is Jack Hendricks of the Richmond Hill Wildcats. Another 2-time winner of this award, in 2025, she had 4 top 10 finishes at state. She finished 9th in the 500 free, 10th in the 100 fly, and 5th on 2 separate relay teams. One 5th place finish in the 200 medley, another 5th place finish in the 200 free relay. Your 2025 All-Sports Player of the Year for female swimmer is Abby Found of the Richmond Hill Wildcats. Now on to tennis. This first-time winner was referred to as a role model and a team leader by his coach, always working at his craft and striving to get better every day. He faced 20 opponents this season and racked up 20 wins for an undefeated 2025 season. He'll play at the next level at Berry College in the fall. Your 2025 All-Sports Player of the Year for large school tennis is Xavier Deckard of the Statesboro Blue Devils. Another first-time winner and another perfect season. This senior took on all comers and bested them all in 2025, scoring an undefeated season. With region and state championship playoffs coming up in the next 2 weeks, we'll see how far he can go in the AA state tournament. Your 2025 All-Sports Player of the Year for small school tennis is Bryce Hall of the Appling County Pirates. She was just named our Coastal Pines Technical College Female Athlete of the Month. She's been selected for the All-Region team for 3 years in a row. She served as her team captain for the past 3 seasons, and she's already signed a national letter of intent to play college tennis at Converse University in Spartanburg, South Carolina. Your 2025 All-Sports Player of the Year for large school tennis is Ellie Lapino of the Glen Academy Lady Red Terrors. She's a 3-time winner of this award. Her and her teammates are coming off the 2024 state title for AA girls tennis and have just won back-to-back region titles for 24 and 25. She's having an incredible senior season, going 16-4 on the season, playing in her team's #1 position. Your 2025 All-Sports Player of the Year for small school tennis is Brooklyn Wiles of the Brantley County Lady Herons. Stick around. We'll be right back with track and field right after these words from our sponsors. You're watching the 2025 All-Sports Player of the Year Award Show presented by 912 Sports.
Hey, I'm Dr. Rusty Gibson of Gibson Animal Clinic. I want to congratulate all of tonight's winners. Your effort and hard work did not go unnoticed. I use the word effort because I believe results are a product of effort. Remember, all the extra effort you put into becoming the Player of the Year in your sport, and apply that same effort in whatever you choose to do in life. If you do, I guarantee you will be successful. You use that sport as a springboard for success. Congratulations once again to all the Players of the Year from all of us here at Gibson Animal Clinic.
Gibson Animal Clinic is ready to help with your animals. From cats to dogs to horses, we treat them all. Call on us for grooming, bathing, boarding, and more serious things like surgery, dentistry, spay, neuter, immunizations, heartworm prevention, flea control, complete lab testing, radiology, preventive health care. Call us at 285-7678. Open Saturdays for your convenience. Gibson Animal Clinic. Practical solutions with reasonable fees. Russell J. Gibson, DVM.
Gibson Animal Clinic, 108 Riverside Drive, Waycross.
Hablamos español en nuestra clínica.
At Summit Sports Medicine and Orthopedic Surgery, you don't have to be an athlete to get the region's best orthopedic care. Our board-certified orthopedic surgeons and physicians treat injuries and conditions that affect just about any joint or bone in your body. Plus, we're backed by the support of Southeast Georgia Health System. From fracture repair to joint replacement, Summit Sports Medicine and Orthopedic Surgery will get you moving again. Call 1-855-ASK-SGHS. That's 1-855-275-7447 or visit sghs.org/summit.
Welcome back, sports fans. Let's continue on with track and field. He currently leads the state in 5A with a long jump of 23 feet 9 inches and is currently second in the triple jump with a distance of 44 feet 9.5 inches. His coach, Brian Edwards, feels he has a legitimate shot to bring home the state title for 5A long jump here in a few weeks. Your 2025 All-Sports Player of the Year for large school track and field is Kayvon Hill of the Brunswick High Pirates. This young man has already been named Small School Basketball Player of the Year tonight. We'd be talking about a former state champion in 2 track and field events from 2024 had not a technicality arose at last year's state championship. I think he goes back to the state championship meet in 2025 and claims what's rightfully his. Your 2025 All-Sports Player of the Year for small school track and field is MJ Quarterman of McIntosh County Academy. Now on to girls track and field. Another 2-time winner, she won this award as a freshman. Here in 2025, she's currently ranked number 1 in 5A in the state of Georgia in girls high jump. She posted a mark of 5 foot 4 inches at the 22nd annual Darrell Plankinghorn meet back in April. She finished tied for 5th in 2024 and looks to improve on that at the state champion meet in 2025. Your 2025 All-Sports Player of the Year for large school girls track and field is Justine Nevels of the South Effingham Mustangs. She's currently ranked number 1 in the 200 meters and the 100 meters in Single A Division II. The 2024 state champion posted a time of 25:27 in the 200 meter race and a time of 11:91 in the 100 meters. In addition, she is part of the 4x4 100 relay team, currently ranked number 1 in Single A Division II. Your 2025 All-Sports Player of the Year for small school girls track and field is Kira Green of the Charlton County Indians. Now on to volleyball. This volleyball player has committed to play at the collegiate level for Coastal Carolina. She was named the Region 1 6A Player of the Year as well as First Team All-Region Offensive Player of the Year. On the national stage, she earned a spot on the American Volleyball Coaches Association All-Region team as well. The 2025 All-Sports Player of the Year for large school volleyball is Talia Johnson of the Richmond Hill Wildcats. This junior serves as her team captain. This season, she played in 51 sets. She had 237 assists, 61 serving aces, 163 digs, and 16 kills. Her performance ranks her in the top 20 of all of AA. The 2025 All-Sports Player of the Year for small school volleyball is Layla Bergman of the Appleton County Pirates. Now on to wrestling. This wrestler has won the last 3 traditional state championships in the 113-pound weight class in the state's highest classifications. He's never lost a team championship in duels or traditional wrestling, winning all 4 years in high school. He's committed to wrestle in college for the United States Air Force, and from all of us here at 912 Sports, we'd like to thank him for his service to our country. The 2025 All-Sports Player of the Year for large school wrestling is Bradley Patterson of the Camden County Wildcats. This senior won the traditional state title in AA in the 132-pound weight class as a junior after an impressive 52-1 record in 2024. In 2025, he took first in Class Single A Section B and Area 3 competitions. At the state championships in Macon, he finished second in the 138-pound weight class to cap off his high school career. The 2025 All Sports Player of the Year for Small School Wrestling is Dallin Lowe of the Brantley County Herons. Now on to girls wrestling. This female wrestler burst on the scene with the mindset to dominate, and that's exactly what she did, winning her area championship and her sectional championship as a freshman. She took on the state championships in Macon with the same attitude, and when the dust settled, she was the GHSA traditional state champion for the 100-pound weight class in girls wrestling. The 2025 All Sports Player of the Year for girls wrestling is Brianna Higgins of the Camden County Wildcats. Now on to flag football. This first-time winner helped her team to the state playoffs with an exceptional senior season. She's a four-sport star competing in volleyball, basketball, soccer, and flag football. She earned all-state honors and was named the area's Defensive Player of the Year. She recorded 113 flag pulls, 3 interceptions on defense, and 513 receiving yards with 13 touchdowns on offense. She's committed to continuing her flag football career at Emmanuel University. The 2025 All Sports Player of the Year for flag football is Gianna Brown of the New Hampstead Phoenix. We'll have more of the 2025 All Sports Player of the Year Award Show presented by 912 Sports right after these words from our sponsors.
Play it loud and rev it up. Robbie Robertson's got trucks built for tough.
Make your way to Robbie Robertson Ford in Waycross, where the deals are bigger than ever. Looking for a stylish midsize car, a spacious SUV, or a truck that performs at work and play? Robbie Robertson wants your vehicle and is paying top dollar. Now is the time to buy. Fords are cheaper in the swamp.
Gibson Animal Clinic is ready to help with your animals. From cats to dogs to horses, we treat them all. Calling us for grooming, bathing, boarding, and more serious things like surgery, dentistry, spay, neuter, immunizations, heartworm prevention, flea control, complete lab testing, radiology, preventive health care. Call us at 285-7678. Open Saturdays for your convenience. Gibson Animal Clinic. Practical solutions with reasonable fees. Russell J. Gibson, DVM.
Gibson Animal Clinic, 108 Riverside Drive, Waycross.
Hablamos español en nuestra clínica.
Welcome back, sports fans, and thanks for watching tonight's award show. Kevin, another award show is in the books. 912 Sports has honored student athletes that we felt were most deserving in all of these, all of these categories. We're proud of our choices, but it's not an easy task. A lot of deliberation, a lot of talking, and a lot of looking up of stats goes into our selections.
Yeah, no question. I mean, like we say, going back to the football award show that we do, right after the high school football season in December. A lot of outstanding players in all sports. We have a lot of good teams here in the 912 area code. So when you have good teams, obviously it takes good players to make up those teams along with the good coaching. And, through talking to coaches, talking to, other, media people, other, just fans and whatnot, we try to do the best we can. Like you say, phone calls, emails, text. Amongst all of us here at 912, between ourselves and coaches and the whole 9 yards, pouring through stats and different things like that. You just do the best you can. And, there were some either or situations in a lot of areas. And, you just have to make tough choices sometimes. But I think as we read, through the kids and talked about everything they did, you can see we have some really special athletes in the 912 area code, particularly the players that have won 2 and 3 times.
Exactly.
And, those are the really special athletes that you always remember. And we have some first-time winners that, they may become those 2 and 3-time winners before it's all over. So once again, another great year here in the 912. Of course, it's still continuing as we're wrapping up some of the championship seasons in our spring sports. So, some of these kids could very well add to their resumes, but been another outstanding year and another great crop of kids that we've honored here tonight.
Right. Kevin, none of this would have been possible tonight without our great sponsors. We want to take a moment to thank those guys again. They pour into the youth of the 912, coverage area. And these guys give back not just to us, but to many different causes. But we do want to thank Coastal Pines Technical College, Robbie Robertson Ford, Gibson Animal Clinic, Prime South Bank, Summit Sports Medicine and Orthopedic Surgery, and Kim Smoak, licensed realtor with eXp Realty. We appreciate everything that they do for us here at 912. Kevin, like you said, we still got our spring sports playoffs going on. We got soccer playoffs. We both start baseball playoffs this week. And who knows, you got graduation just around the corner. So a lot of things going on right here in the 912.
Yeah, spring is always busy, and as you know, it kind of goes right down to the final gun. You know, some sports continue after graduation.
Exactly.
So sometimes you got seniors that have already graduated, depending on how deep their teams go. You know, they might still be playing high school sports that they've already walked across the stage.
Exactly.
So that's always kind of interesting. But guess what? The summer stuff starts when everybody starts putting the pieces together for not only football, but all the other sports as well. The summer's always busy too.
Thanks for tuning in tonight. Join us every Thursday as we bring you On Air with 912 Sports. And don't forget to subscribe or pick up the latest copy of 912 Sports Magazine. They're at distribution points, or you can check our website, 912sports.net, for home delivery, or if you want back issues there, you can get them as well. 912 Sports, your number one source for high school sports. I'm Shawn Smoak for Kevin Price, saying until next time, may all your check marks go in the win column. Good night, everybody.
It makes sense Prime South Bank would have a great mobile app. Nobody is as mobile as our customers. For a century, they've chased dreams, followed their hearts, took the road less taken, made a new path, taken leaps of faith. At Prime South, offering the latest digital banking, secure pay apps, and new online lending is part of a mobile tradition that goes way back. Life is mobile. So is Prime South. Find your Prime. Member FDIC.
This has been a presentation of 912 Sports.